The Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education, in partnership with UNICEF and through funding from the UK government, organized integrated primary and secondary school community outreach fairs throughout the country to identify learners with disabilities, out of school children and children who dropped out, including pregnant girls, to enroll or re-enroll into education.
During the COVID era especially, we had a large number of girl children who fell pregnant. You know, schools, they are very important institutions of child protection. So during that COVID period, learners were exposed to various devices. So the girl learners fell pregnant and they dropped out of school. But by virtue of holding these service fairs, we have re-enrolled the girl learners who dropped out of school.
For this particular one, this one is targeting those children that have never been to school, those children that have been to school at some point and somewhere along the way they dropped out of school. And we've also realized that we've got children that are living with disabilities that have never been to school, maybe because they think that they cannot have access to education like the other children. So for this particular one, we've invited the parents of those children with those children, those three categories.
The education that these parents who attended this fair got, it will help them, it will conscientize them the importance of bringing their learners to school to learn. I think this kind of exposure has enlightened has enlightened parents the importance of sending their children at school.
We've brought with us our psychologists from the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education at provincial level. We have the psychologists interview slow learners, and then we've got the speech correctionist who interviews and assesses and screens those children with speech and hearing difficulties. Then we've got the rehabilitation technician who is attending those children with disabilities, physical disabilities, and in so doing, recommendations are made as to where they can access the education and assistance that is relevant to them and to their type of disability. And as we're carrying out these community outreach programs, we're also trying to establish resource units in the communities in any of the schools that are around, so that where we've got learners with disabilities who can be assisted in local schools, we establish these resource units and we staff the schools with specialist teachers that have specialized in special needs education. So after this exercise, we're going to take up the statistics and identify schools where we can establish this for the assistance of such.
Through the community dialogues that the program has with the parents, they are actually being empowered to be in a better place to deal with the various situations that they encounter in the process of rearing these children. So they now know how to, they now have those skills to be able to meet the challenges that they face.
Zvanhasi pamunhu akachibatsira madzimai arapo zvatobatsira kuti kutanga zvanhasi zvaitwa nhasi nedhona pana rambo vaita mafiziki saka vatoona vanhu vakushanduka kuratidza kuti ropa ravo rakufamba. Ivo vanhu pachavo vangasisazvoiti kuti vaite mafiziki, vana ivavo mafiziki mudzimba dzani, vanga vangozvitorera kuti tongoona Mwari kuti achamutonga sei munhu upi. Nhasi vatoti vatoti saka ndikaramba chiita mafiziki nemunhu uyu anogona kutondibatsira kungo pamwe anogona mugai kana kugwesha achienda kutonditega. Saka zvinhu izvo zvatotibatsira kutopuwa plani kuti aiwa musamurega akadii akadaro.
Ni mutambo wakaita sanasi wandikoshera nokuti pandambowa kuti ndawa naye kurema kundikana kumubereka ndamboti zviri nani ndagara zvangu. Nokuti pane zvavanditi apa ndakadogara ndakarelax make sense ndasingachamuitisi. Asi apa vandiudza kuti rambai muchimuitisa mwana anopedzisira aita zvakanaka. Saka ndaona kuti zvakakosha.